Hi guys, I hope that you're very well. It's Sylvana here and I am back for a new video on the Jewels and Gems YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we will be doing a beautiful tarot card spread dedicated to the beginning of Pisces season. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're gonna enjoy this. For today, I'm thinking that we will be using the beautiful Mystic Mondays tarot deck, because it's just a beautiful deck again that I like to use now and again, and we'll go through that one. I just felt that it matches kind of that mood that I suppose Pisces is all about at the moment. So yeah, we'll go through the cards. We're gonna shuffle the cards. So if you guys are ready, I'm gonna ask you to join me. Take a deep breath. And just relax and trust your instincts, trust your guts, trust your intuition, because your intuition knows what's right. It knows exactly how you feel and what you need. And what we're going to do is today we're going to have 4 piles. So you're going to have to pick between 1 and 4. So whichever number resonates with you today. And what we're going to do is that we will have 3 cards for each pile. So I'll let you know beforehand what's going to be the main meaning behind each card. I feel like, you know, now that we are into Pisces, it's the sign of the healers, it's the sign of the creatives, of the spiritual leaders. So, you know, now is the time to really dive deep into our intuition, our uniqueness, and really try to embrace what the spiritual world has to offer. And somehow I would say, you know, try to really feel, you know, connect to how we feel. And you can see the similarity here somehow between Aquarius and Pisces. There's not much of a difference in that sense of connecting with the spiritual, with the outer world, shall we say. But Pisces is also very much so connected to the energy of the moon. So obviously there's going to be a big emphasis right now on our emotions, on our intuition, you know, how can we surrender, how can we also stay grounded, because, you know, Pisces is a sign that's just so focused on, you know, what's going on out there, a little bit dreamy, you know. So it's also important to remind ourselves the importance of staying grounded at the same time, and we don't want to lose that, you know. So the cards we're going to have today is going to be 1, how can you harness intuition to gain clarity in your life? Because clarity is everything. Without clarity, it's hard to keep moving. It's hard to get to the next step, to evolve, to grow. So clarity is needed, but how can you use your intuition to get more clarity? That's going to be the big question today. Then the second one is going to be, how can you honor your feelings? Because your feelings deserve to be heard. Your feelings are valid and they deserve to be heard, taken into account and embraced. And you know, it's part of who we are. We're not just robots. We have feelings and our feelings matter. It's just a matter of, you know, learning how to deal with them, basically. And the last but not least, how can we remain grounded? That's going to be the big question at the end that we're going to finish off with. So guys, if you're ready, let's get started. So I'm going to start pulling the cards. So we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So once you have picked a number, guys, I want you to stick in with me. You can pick more than 1 number if that feels right. That's absolutely fine. And if you're not satisfied with the one you picked, you can always change it. That's grand. That's absolutely no problem at all. So let's see what the cards have to say today. So guys, let's go first for pile number 1. So if you have picked pile number 1, let's go through the cards. So first you're gonna have the beautiful Ace of Wands. Very interesting choice here. So Ace of Wands is kind of here to remind you that the best way for you to harness your intuition is really to be clear with what you want, and to really go for it. Go for what you want. Go, just don't be afraid of it, and follow your gut. Trust your instinct, you know, because you have the answers within yourself. You know, you have the inspiration, you have that creativity. It is with you right now. You have that pure potential, and you are strong. You're a strong individual. You see, it's you are like that beautiful wand, Ace of Wands here. You are bright, you're beautiful, you're strong, you represent pure personal power right now, and you can chase your dreams, you can expand. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to really follow your gut, and that will open you all the gateways and all the doors that you're after. So just remind yourself that you are strong. You have that power within yourself. It's just a matter of really trusting yourself more, because you have it all within you. Trust yourself and everything will be fine. And just go for it. Grab it. Grab that opportunity. Grab what's facing you, what's in front of you, because you are more than able to handle it. You are more than capable to handle it, for sure. Then the card number 2 is the beautiful Two of Pentacles. So what does that mean? Two of Pentacles is here to remind you that the best way for you to honor your feelings right now is really through balance. You have to become that infinity symbol here. So you have to remind yourself that time, flow, change, you know, they're all to serve you and help you. They're not against you. Don't think for a second that this is the case. What you have to do is just allow yourself to really focus on what matters the most. Put in structure. Focus on the details. Maybe you might have lately been like a bit forgetful about the importance of details in your life, and also maybe you might have had issues lately with boundaries. So the Two of Pentacles is here to remind you that sense of boundaries is really what's going to help you to respect yourself, respect your feelings, know when to say no, know when to say yes, because this is the base of everything. And you know, you need that in your life. Everyone needs to be aware of that, and that's how you will honor your feelings. It's very straightforward, isn't it? So third card is going to be, how can you remain grounded? Well, very interestingly here, look at what we have. We've got the Strength, the beautiful major arcana Strength, which signifies the importance of being patient. It's that Leo energy, kind of, you know. So we're in Pisces, but Leo energy is here to remind you that, you know, it's fine to be into your intuition and to be a little bit dreamy, head in the clouds, but to stay grounded, you need that Leo energy. So you need to be into that inner strength. Remind you that you have to take responsibility, master those potential impulses you might have within yourself. Self-control here is going to be key, my friends. Self-control, patience, courage. You have to be fierce, like the beautiful tiger here. You have to embody that energy, and yeah, just remind yourself that self-control is really what's gonna help you to remain grounded. And yeah, that's it. That would be the message for you guys today if you have picked pile number 1. I think it's beautiful. It's great, and it's nice to see. Like, I feel it makes sense to me, at least, you know. There's a lot of truth in it, you know. It's nice to see that the cards can open so many messages and doors without us even realizing. Now let's do pile number 2. So guys, if you have picked pile number 2, we've got here the beautiful Five of Wands. So what does that mean? Well, it's all about, funny enough, that idea of diversity, that sense of tuning into what you truly want in life, and somehow yeah, reminding you the importance of embracing differences. And you know, here the message is kind of, you truly know what you want, uh you know what's best for you, so you just have to focus on that, and that's how you're gonna get that clarity and harness your intuition. So just open yourself to what comes to you. Be more open-minded. Maybe you have been having difficulties lately to be open-minded enough to trust your intuition. Maybe there's been a bit of difficulties that way, and you have maybe somehow felt that you're either not worthy of it, you're not capable of it, or maybe it's too difficult, or maybe it's too hard, or maybe it doesn't work. Something must have had a little bit of an impact on you that way. But here we're here to remind you that Five of Wands, says, just go with it. Like, just open yourself to it. Whatever happens will happen. Be open to what happens, and you'll be fine. That's part of the process. Like life experience in general, that's how things work. You can't control things. You have to try and do your best, and eventually it will come. Then we've got, funny enough, how to honor your feelings. The Hanged Woman. So the Hanged Woman, or in more traditional tarot cards, would be the Hanged Man. This card is very powerful. That major arcana is here to tell you guys that you need to honor your feelings. You need to allow yourself to take a moment to suspend things. You don't need to go and act and get all sort of things done straight away. Just take the time to pause for a moment. Take the time to visualize how your situation is. How do you feel? How things are for you right now? Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. And I would even say that try to allow yourself to receive. Maybe lately you've had difficulties with your feelings because for some reason you did not allow yourself to receive it, be it because you felt unworthy of happiness or something. But there's been difficulties coming your way in that area. And here the Hanged Woman is here to say that, allow yourself to receive whatever comes your way. Maybe try to ditch a little bit some of that instant easy gratification and small pleasures, because by doing this sacrifice, which at the end of the day is what the Hanged Woman represents, this will open you to more long-term happiness. And it's like things in life, we're always so caught into getting these little bits of gratification here and there, that little instant thing that just makes us feel good for a second, but then it's just so easy to forget it's not that meaningful. Well, try to ditch that for a moment and see if this, by ditching it for a moment, if this can bring you to a better place. See how that resonates with you. That'd be very interesting to see what you guys think about this card. Very, very intense, very strong, very powerful card, the Hanged Woman. And how can you remain grounded? That's going to be the big interesting one. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles here is like, it represents kind of the harvest, the dedication, the routine, obviously. But apart from that, I'd say the best way for you to stay grounded is just to take it slow and steady, and just take your time and be patient with yourself, because anything that's very meaningful and powerful in life will always take time. It's not something that can be instant and that can come to you like straight away. It requires work, it requires effort and patience, and you have to be you have to stay true to your beautiful vision, and the results will come. But yeah, focus on that sense of patience, reliability, practicality, all those things that kind of represents also a very strong like base, stability, security, you know. It's very much a card that represents usually possessions and financial situations, but in this situation here of remaining grounded, we can really apply it to life in general, many aspects. So yeah, just dedicate yourself to what you need to do. Do it religiously. Don't stop, because there's never gonna be a result that will come your way if you stop. It just does not work like that. So do your best every day, religiously, relentlessly, and the result will come. But it's like everything, you have to do it every day, work on it every day, and it will come. Next pile, so if you have picked pile number 3, guys, this is your pile here. So first we've got, oh wow, okay, now that's very powerful, guys. Just to let you know, we've got 3 major arcana, so we'll dive straight in. The Emperor. So the Emperor is kind of that Aries energy. It's very powerful, very strong, which is very interesting considering we're talking about intuition here with the first question. So I think that the way we can apply to Pisces is that for you to really harness your intuition, you have to remind yourself that you have to embrace your inner warrior. A little bit like the Emperor here on the beautiful illustration. You have to control your emotions. You have to embrace self-discipline, and you have to be stable and just take proper actions in your life. You know, power, ambition, everything, maybe it's in you, maybe it's not in you, but it doesn't matter. The message here remains the same. For you to really harness that intuition and gain clarity, it's all about embracing that inner goddess, that inner warrior within you, and just, you know, embrace that persona of yourself, and really allow it to grow, allow it to become ambitious, allow it to become powerful, allow it to become a go-getter. You know, that's what you need to do here. And by doing that, you will develop self-confidence, and with self-confidence you will trust yourself, you'll trust the process, you'll trust yourself, and your intuition will only grow, and you'll be more clear as to what you need to achieve, because the Emperor is also the card of stability in tarot. It symbolizes that sense of authority, and whoever opens themselves to become powerful and become somehow a form of authority in what they do or what they are trying to do, they usually kind of end up being pretty clear as to where they are going. So that would be here the idea behind the powerful Emperor. Now let's move on to the second card of the pile. So here we have the beautiful Sun, which is again very interesting that we have picked the Sun, considering the Sun is obviously Sun energy, Pisces is Moon energy. There's something very, very interesting happening here. So how can you honor your feelings? The Sun, just become the Sun, become that beautiful, bright, positive energy, that beautiful warmth. Allow yourself to be radiant, allow yourself to appreciate life, allow yourself to appreciate the little pleasures of life, and take time to really embrace those pleasures in life, because maybe lately you have not allowed yourself, maybe you forgot about it, and it's so easy to forget. We get caught in so many things. The human mind is so easily focused on negativity, and positivity is a more tricky one. But here the message is just have fun, try to be optimistic, try to be enthusiastic, because that's the way you will handle everything, and that's the best way for you to make sure that you respect yourself, that you honor your feelings, your emotions, and that you know, you will be in the right state of mind, you'll be in a better place. So yeah, try to become the sun energy. Look at that beautiful illustration here. Try to envision yourself in this situation, in this scenario, as you really like embracing and being in harmony, in peace within yourself, and in connection with what the sun is all about. Happiness, positivity, radiance, glow, because you can embody it all. The choice is yours. And then card number 3. So we've got, how can you remain grounded? Well, here we've got the High Priestess. How can you become grounded? Embrace that moon energy, because funny enough, for me, the High Priestess kind of connects with the moon energy. So very much a card that really will work very well with Pisces energy. So yeah, allow yourself to connect with that moon energy. Allow yourself to connect with that divine, feminine, inner goddess energy within yourself, and trust your intuition. Same thing again. Allow yourself to listen to your gut. Trust the process. You know, try to be a bit more calm. You know, don't get overly excited about too much stuff. You know, listen to your inner voice, because it's so much more powerful and valid than you might actually realize. And don't force anything. Allow things to unfold. That's how you're going to be more in balance and harmony within yourself. Let things unfold, and things will unfold the way they should. You know, to be like, you can't, there's as many things you can't control, but there's so many things you cannot control. And this is just the way life is. This is just the way things work. So here I would say with the High Priestess, just remind yourself the importance of that. You know, trust the process. Let things go with the flow. It's as simple as that. Go with the flow. If you have aquamarine, jewelry, crystal, whatever, get it out now, because here the High Priestess is telling you, grab your aquamarine and go with the flow. That's the message. And last but not least, let's dive into, guys, pile number 4. So are you ready for this? This is the last pile. Ooh, I love this. I love this. This is so cool. Here we've got the one and only, the Wheel of Fortune. So what does the Wheel of Fortune mean? It's here to remind you that for you have to connect with your Jupiter energy. And what is Jupiter all about? Change, fate, kind of your karma as such. It really connects with those elements. Fortune, as the name suggests, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter connects to that. So try, I would say, for you to harness your intuition, which will then help you connect with yourself and be more clear and embrace clarity in your life. I would suggest to just trust the process. You know, try to remain active in what you do. Try to remain active in all the areas of your life, even when you're out of control. Don't be afraid. Don't be put off because something goes out of your control or out of your way. And keep going. Just keep rolling. Keep moving like the wheel. You know, just never stop going and moving. And it's going to be fine. Trust the process. The Wheel of Fortune is here to remind you that things will unfold in a way you would not maybe expect, but it's going to be for your greater good. So don't be afraid of what happens. Just let it come and observe, but keep staying active. And change will happen. Something big might come your way, but just let it come to you. Don't try to change it. Don't try to manipulate it, because it will come the way it should, you know. So it's the same way for your intuition. Just so I finish with the intuition. Trust your intuition. Your intuition might tell you a message that you might not really feel is right or makes sense. Maybe you'll be afraid by what your intuition tells you. Maybe at the moment there's things that's going to your head, to your mind, and you're like, does that make sense? Should I go for it? Should I not go for it? What do I do here? Just keep it going. and things will unfold the way they should. Trust yourself. It will lead you to the right path. The Wheel of Fortune is on your side. This card is on your side. It's here to tell you that karma will be on your side. So don't worry too much. Just keep going. Everything will be fine. It's a very powerful card. So yeah, nothing for you to worry about here for sure. Then we've got the second card, which is the beautiful Ace of Swords. So what does the Ace of Swords mean? The Ace of Swords is here to remind you that you have to honor your feelings, guys. It's pretty simple. You have to act and seek the truth. You have to act with precision. You know, you have like, you might have had some mental blocks lately. Maybe you've had other types of blocks, psychological, mental, you know, emotional, any types of blocks. Something might have happened, but here the Ace of Swords is here to remind you that for you there will be a breakthrough. There is a breakthrough coming. So be very clear as to how you feel, as to how things are right now, because you have that strength, you have that power within you. So just yeah, seek that truth, seek that trust within yourself. You have it. You know, it's just a matter of trusting it. So for you to honor really who you truly are, how you feel, your emotions, you know, just remind yourself that, you know, after all that difficulties you might have to go through, all those negative blocks and difficulties, the breakthrough will come. So allow yourself to see it coming, and you know, allow it to unfold. And yeah, just stick to your guns. You have that power within yourself. So, you know, trust yourself, respect that strength that you guys have within you to act, and then everything will be fine, because obviously you'll be aligned. And last but not least, very interesting, we've got how can you remain grounded? Well, guys, you have to become the King of Pentacles. Look at him. He's like the boss. He's the entrepreneurial mindset. He is the one that's here to tell you that you can do it all. You know, it's you know, and once you get it, you know, everything will just keep growing for you. So what does that mean? King of Pentacles is kind of very strong on the financial side, but I think it's a very powerful card as well on other elements. People tend to misjudge the King of Pentacles, thinking, oh, it just means I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be full of prosperity and abundance. Yes, but not necessarily in the ways you might think. You know, if it just, the King is here to remind you that if you're open, if you're hardworking, opportunities will eventually come to you at some points, but this is what you need to do. So, you know, seek quality in what you do and what you're going through and what's coming your way, rather than quantity. And of course, here we're not just talking about money, as I said earlier. For me, the King of Pentacles applies to all areas of life. That can be relationships, it can be love, it can be spirit. For me, for you to be grounded, the King of Pentacles is here to tell you that you have to bring that richness into the spirituality, into your spiritual self. I think it's very deep and it's very interesting. Like, it's just for you to unfold that and understand how can you do it. But this is what you need to do. You have to become that successful individual, that successful figure. Not necessarily, or not so much on the financial side, but on all aspects of life. And more so, even in my opinion right now with Pisces season, into your spirit. So how can you make your spirit, your spirituality more rich? Like, how can you develop richness in that area of life? That's going to be the big question for you. And that, guys, only you have the answer. You just have to do that inner reflection, do that inner work, do that inner search, and the answer will come to you if you don't know it already. So yeah, that would be it for today, guys. I think that was a very interesting, very cool reading. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think about this reading? Like, did it resonate with you? What number did you pick? What pile number or numbers? if you picked more than one. And I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me and for watching. I hope this Pisces season will bring you all the good stuff, and I think that now the mantra is very simple. You have to trust your intuition and do something good for yourself. This is for me what this Pisces season is all about. So now it's your time to shine and to do all that, and everything will be fine. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll be talking to you tomorrow.